Hello there guys, Bilbo10000 here, bringing you another episode of Mag Mammal 2, and today, well, Stage 3. Can we talk to Auto down here? Nope. 1 energy element, 2 noble nickels. Third place, Corby and Freeman's Haunt Man. Score 45.0. 47, 48, 47, 39, 44. Let's do this. Ooh. Just checking the left. Interesting gimmick so far. Well, not gimmick. Interesting tile set. We just come out of a crypt, I'm guessing. Not the biggest fan of that screen transition there, but you know. Oh my god. Zombies that chuck their heads at you. Great. That's actually kind of hilarious. I kind of like that. That's very medieval. And I mean the game medieval, not the... Hello. You little thing. Oh, you can't hurt them. Okay. Whoa. What on earth? Oh, that is clever. That is clever, that is cool, and I'm expecting a noble nickel. Oh my god, that is a gimmick. That is a really interesting gimmick. Holy crap. Just, yes, I'm down for that. That is a cool gimmick. These enemies are freaking hilarious. I love them. They're adorable too. Oh, looks like we're actually have to go through here. I didn't do it perfectly, but you know, I tried. To the left? Yes. Noble nickel. Yes. We're going to get a noble nickel, aren't we? There we go. Oh my god, this is actually giving me very, like, ghosts and goblins, oh, ghouls and goblins, ghosts and goblins, whatever it's called. It's giving me that sort of vibe, maybe a bit of Castlevania on top of it as well. Very interesting, very unique. Alright, we're outside again. Not sure if I like the screen transitions from inside to outside, though. I think they could get a bit of work on them. But wow, there's a lot of interesting gimmicks so far. And the stage hasn't overstayed its welcome yet. That's good. I'm hoping we get more with that, the screen gimmick with the curtain. That would be really cool. Oh. Seems like these little ghosty, the little ghosty goos are the main gimmick so far. Like, they're the ones that seem to be coming back the most. Which is fine. Also love this music. I really want to know where this music came from, because it sounds awesome. Can't go that way. What about this way? Is there anything here? Nope. It's worth checking, you know. It's one of those things. Gotta check every single direction, because, you know, there is a noble nickel out there somewhere. Oh, we're back. Oh. Oh, that is exactly what the game probably wanted to do. Confuse me. Oh, I see that noble nickel. There we go. That's both noble nickels, right? I'm pretty sure there's only 2. Yeah, that's 2 noble nickels. Wow. Really interesting so far. Hello! Oh, you little pumpkin boy. Was that the Sonic.exe laugh? I could... Oh my god, he's possessing enemies. That's terrifying. Also, is that Artorias? That looks very similar to an Artorias of the Abyss. I'm not gonna lie. Whoa! A magician? Oh! But that is a mage, and I like the fact that this battle is sort of like there's lots of layers to it. Like an onion. Like an onion. Are we gonna fight him now? Yes. Oh wow. I like how he's like really weak compared to the rest of the fight. That was a really unique boss fight. I really like that. But the question is, was that better than Neapolitan Man? I don't think it was. I think it was a really cool stage. I think the gimmick was interesting. I think it could have done a bit more with the gimmick. It was only used twice, maybe 3 times, rule of 3, you know? But maybe you could have used moving platforms with that gimmick as well, with the screen gimmick. That would have been really interesting. But, you know, it was a good stage. It was a good stage. A really quick one, too. Snowrent Pyro, 47 out of 50. OMG, I love this level! The gimmicks and assets used here are so cool. They're not necessarily the most original thing, shadow gimmicks have been around for a long time, but they're used extremely well, and I really love how the gimmicks are combined with engine assets. The setups with the shield attackers and ground devils are really good, and they're probably one of the few good usages of shield attackers I've ever seen. I also really love the final shadow section too, because it goes out of its way to try and disorient you by placing fake enemies on the real shadows, while the real enemies are above them. Difficulty curve is great, the challenges are designed really well, overall it's just a fantastic level. Boss fight is really neat, even if it, again, is a concept that has been done before. I like Phase 3, this whole level is just really good, super great job. Juby Hornet, 48 out of 50. This was a very strong contender for my favorite level. Call it my second favorite level, it was super creative and fun, and felt like something straight out of a really, really good fan game. That VR gimmick was insane, and I would love to see an entire stage based off of it. Hauntman was especially cool, with the boss haunting 2 different bodies and attacking you with them. The battle was fair and easy to learn. My only real issues were a few blocks that blended in too well with the background. Overall though, fantastic job. Angel, 47 out of 50. A really nice level that does so many things right, that my complaints here will seem more like nitpicking than anything. But before I get to those, I just want to compliment it on its really creative gimmicks and super fun boss. As for the problems I had with this level, I felt like sometimes the enemies were placed in rather trivial locations where they don't pose much of a threat at all, long after they've been introduced, and there is a log graphic in this level which I consistently considered part of the background, which ended up causing me to take a hit almost every time I reached that section. Aside from that though, this is a really fun and well-made stage. Gariri, 39 out of 50. I'm quite impressed. Level design is very solid, though it has a few very rough edges at times, but it's still a very enjoyable level. I'd say that Halloween-themed stages often feel generic and uninteresting, but this one is an exception, as I like the custom enemies and the main gimmick. The boss is a bit too easy, though. Ace Spark, 44 out of 50. Very solid stage. Your new gimmick is a wonderful idea, even if gameplay-wise it's simple. The flare is what takes a standard platforming and enemy segment and turns it into something original. Sometimes that is all that is required. Your primary gimmick is introduced very well, and the follow-up at the end of the stage is perfect. Combining all the enemies in the stage into an interesting challenge that plays with players' perspective, usually to draw their eye to the wrong place at the wrong time. I'm also rather happy that it is a very easy to tell what is and isn't a pit in this stage. The new enemies are great too. There is an issue with the introduction of the Super Mario Bros. 3 inspired Devil Boo floors. You can just skip it outright thanks to the platform above. The second outside area is pretty dull. The first such area is fine since it is introducing the player to new enemy types. The second one, no such excuse, so it's just a bit of a random tiny slog pathway through the stage. It's not bad by any means, but it was a pretty dull segment to have in the middle of your stage. The Robot Master is very clever, and I love how he looks, but I think there is a bit too much RNG here. The Night Form is able to corner the player very easily since its Fireball attack requires a fair amount of room to actually dodge, but I appreciated how much damage he actually deals, making him feel like a threat. The Mage Form is a bit weird. The first time I fought him, I did not see his Lightning Blast attack, only his Ice Shards, making the fight a total cakewalk. Having a cap to the amount of times he can pull off attacks in a row would have improved this boss fight immensely. The Ghost Form gave Gradius final boss flashbacks, the ones that don't fight back. I'm not sure if this is a good thing or not. I would have liked to have seen the last form actually do something, but it's no big deal. The other 2 forms were fine. That was absolutely a great stage overall. I think you got some great use out of your new assets here. Good stuff. Alright, well, me and the judges, you know, we might disagree a little bit. I didn't think this would maybe be like the 3rd tier stage. I think it did well with its gimmicks. I just feel like it could have gone a bit further, you know? Like, I feel like there could have just been a little bit more, a tiny bit more, because that was the shortest stage in the top 10. So it's sort of like, could we have got a bit more? But anyway, I really enjoyed it nevertheless. I found it really fun. I don't know if I would have put it 3rd, but it would definitely be top 10 for me. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and next episode we're going to take on the 2nd place stage. So we'll see you guys then. Thanks so much for watching. Goodbye.